Welcome to Meeple Podcast, English version, Season 1.
Several months have passed since the 2024 Carcassonne World Championship took place in Germany, and now, with more perspective, I am pleased to share with you a very special interview with Daniel Angelats, the current world champion. In this conversation, Daniel talks about his memories of the tournament, the excitement of victory, and the most significant moments he experienced. We also go over his experience at the event, the most intense matches, and his vision for the competitive future of Carcassonne. To start, I asked him how he remembers that experience and the emotions he felt during the World Championship.
To be honest, I have excellent memories, which I think is no surprise to anyone. I had a great time, although I was also very nervous during the games. I tried to stay as calm as possible, but I didn't quite manage. Then it took me a long time to process what had happened. I spent days trying to realize that I had actually won.
Daniel recalls playing in a constant state of tension, something he could control better in other tournaments, but in this case, it was intensified due to the magnitude of the event. We also talked about an interesting aspect. In previous World Championships, he had always been accompanied by other Carcassonne.Cat players, but this time that wasn't the case. However, he was not alone.
I was lucky to have my mother and my sister Mireia with me. I send them a big hug from here and thank them once again. They were an essential source of support, especially in calming my nerves between matches. It did feel strange not having my Carcassonne.Cat teammates there, although I could still discuss some moves with Mireia.
After the tournament, Daniel returned to Barcelona, where the community welcomed him with open arms.
The first day we got together was during the opening round of the Catalan League in Barcelona. They made me a cake. Everyone congratulated me. It was a really special moment.
Regarding the tournament itself, I asked him which match left the biggest mark on him.
I suppose the final, more than anything because of what it represents. I especially remember the moment when Josep missed his last opportunity to turn the game around. At that moment, all my nerves disappeared, and I knew it was mine. That was the best moment of the tournament.
We talked about the community of players and the special connection that exists among those who compete at a high level. Even though he didn't have his usual teammates by his side, he was still able to share the experience with other players.
It's true that no Carcassonne.Cat teammates were there, but with my English, which is decent, and Spanish, I was able to discuss the games with opponents and spectators. I already knew most of the players from the internet, from the BGA platform. Everyone there had played against each other at some point.
The topic of great players and repeated appearances in World Championship finals came up in the conversation. I asked him if he saw himself reaching the final again in 2025.
There's a chance, but there are also a lot of strong players. No matter how well you play, you also need the right tiles. I believe I have the ability to be there again, but there are only 2 spots in the final, so it's extremely difficult. I will try, of course, but it won't be easy.
When asked about what he took away from this experience in Germany, his answer was clear.
There's nothing specific. I take everything with me. It was an intense few days, and I would love to experience it again.
Even the event's food left a strong impression on him.
The food they gave us on the day of the tournament was amazing. It was a kind of lentil soup. It looked strange at first, but it was incredible. I even went back for seconds.
I also asked if he had visited the Spiel Festival in Essen, as it's a must-see for board game enthusiasts.
Yes, I went on Sunday, and they did a special prize presentation there again with the Hans im Glück team. I had already attended before, accompanying Per in 2021 and Nuria in 2023.
Regarding his future in Carcassonne, Daniel is clear that he will continue competing, although with some nuances.
I will keep competing, especially in in-person events. Online play motivates me less, even though it helps me stay in shape. But in person, I will continue striving to attend more tournaments, and if I can't go myself, I will train my teammates so they can be well prepared.
And although he is already a world champion, he believes he still has room for improvement.
I don't think I'm the best in the world. There are many players who play just as well or better than I do, but they didn't have luck on their side that day, so I still have a lot to learn.
To close the interview, I asked him a more personal question. If he would trade his World Championship title for something else special.
If you could guarantee me lifelong mental health, yes, I would trade it. If not, then honestly, no.
With this response, we wrap up our conversation with Daniel Angelats. A champion both on and off the board, he has shown that in Carcassonne, success is not just about strategy, but also about perseverance, concentration, and of course, a little bit of luck. From here, I wish him the best of luck in his journey toward future tournaments, and who knows, maybe in 2025, we will see him in another World Championship final. Thanks for listening to Meeple Podcast. See you in the next episode.